Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. Today, I come with a simple yet profound message for you to take into consideration and apply to your daily life as you see fit. So, right now on the planet, you know that there is a great effort underway to bring mass consciousness to a level that it will accept its galactic heritage. And as you know, the disclosure process is very detailed, it is very meticulous, it is a very sacred process that is constructed and orchestrated by very intelligent, very high ranking beings throughout the cosmos and the ethers and beyond. So, this is very important, and it most likely isn't happening as fast as a lot of us down here in this density would like. But you should know that if your focus right now is on mass disclosure for the population, it's time for you to kind of put that in the back burner. And I'll tell you why. Because right now, your main focus should be on your own personal disclosure. And here's why. So, the activation of your crystalline DNA, basically your hybrid ET DNA, is bringing you up vibrationally into a space where those beings that exist in the higher realms can more easily make their way down to you to make contact. So your guides and your higher self have either knowingly or unknowingly been preparing you to make personal contact. And a lot of our brothers and sisters have woken up early and had these experiences right off the bat so that they could lay the breadcrumbs and lay the foundation for us to eventually do the same, to rise up into our own power, to reclaim our heritage as galactic ambassadors, star seeds, and agents of change, and bring forward these experiences that are important for the mass collective because we need to normalize these experiences for everybody here to the point where if you approach a person on the street and ask them if ETs are real and if there's life in the galaxy, the answer won't be, I don't know, probably, maybe, I don't know, it's kind of scary, space is big, then the answer will eventually make its way to, of course, are there fish in the ocean? Are there other beaches on the planet if you're sitting on one beach? And this is basically what you've been tasked with. And right now, the final procedures are in place to begin a more personal disclosure process for a lot of us out here who have been waiting for quite some time to be manifesting and involved in these grand experiences. So, with your DNA undergoing a lot of work here in the last few months, the uptick in work being done on you has increased dramatically. And you may have noticed this in the form of, physical discomforts, emotional triggers, fatigue, exhaustion. I know that I am tired a lot of the time lately because I'm undergoing a great transformation in my physical self and in my energetic self. And I am doing this all through the power of my own intent by making the universe aware where I'm at and what I'm looking forward to and what I expect to happen. Because the goal of making contact with these beings is it's not a rescue mission for you. It's not something that they are obligated to do. It's not something that they are likely to come down and override all your programs and your issues and your imbalances to do. You actually have to do the work to get yourself up vibrationally to meet them at that level and to bring that experience and that energy with you so that when the time comes for mass disclosure to happen, which will happen on the timeline that we decide, how seriously each of us take our individual mission, it really does matter. When that time comes, the galactic family will be greeted with love and excitement, and humanity will be ready to hear our story from their perspective, which I absolutely cannot wait for. And if you're like me and you've been, so I don't know if I've said this a lot on this channel, but I woke up to, within the first few months, a Pleiadian making itself known to me. And I spent the next 10 years chasing that experience, learning how to recreate it. And it took me all that time to get to the point where I could focus my energy into in a disciplined way in order to recreate that. But the timing and everything and all the experiences I went through and everything I grew and developed from was timed perfectly, even though in the storm didn't really seem like that. But there is a plan for you, and there is opportunity for you if your heart is in the right place and if you are ready to see how much further the rabbit hole goes. Because how you show up is everything. How you respond to your own manifestations and the environment you're in is everything. Everything that you do throughout your daily life here is taken into consideration for whether or not you're ready to advance and move on to bigger and better things. So do yourself a favor and take your disciplines a little bit more serious. Take your vibration into consideration through every choice, decision, and action you make. What effect is this having on me vibrationally? Because right now, more than ever, your own personal vibration is your ticket. And you're in charge of deciding what level you have access to. And in fulfilling your purpose and fully embracing whatever experiences manifest from that, you are helping uplift everybody else. So, some things to take into consideration as you do your spiritual work and you dive into these things. Prepare yourself, because you've probably spent a lot of time asking for upgrades and activations, and lo and behold, behind the scenes, those requests have been granted, and now is the time for us to further cultivate what experiences follow that. So, exciting times, you guys. I hope this message helped you and brought you some clarity on what it is that you're supposed to be doing going forward. And as you can tell, there's a lot to look forward to, and I am very excited to co-create this Paradise Planet with you. And please leave a like on the way out if you would. And so I've got some things that I'm launching here probably in the next week or so that's going to be of great assistance to you guys. So yeah, thank you very much. Goodbye.